My family keeps trying to hurt my wife. My wife's severe allergies, shellfish, peanuts, celery, soy mean eating out is always complicated. For the first family dinner we attended, she brought her own meal just to be safe. My mom was offended, taking it as an insult to her cooking. Determined to make my wife feel included, she promised to make allergy-safe meals from then on. Relieved, my wife stopped bringing her own food, feeling welcomed and trusting my mom to keep things safe. For over a year it worked. My mom would carefully prepare something separate for my wife at each family gathering. But a few months ago, things took a bad turn. My mom accidentally mixed up the serving utensils, contaminating my wife's meal. Within minutes, she was reacting, and we had to act fast to keep it under control. My mom was horrified and apologized, but afterward, she made an unexpected comment. Making 2 separate meals was simply too much hassle now. She announced she'd only be making 1 meal from now on, and it wouldn't always be allergy safe. I told her I understood. Managing allergies is tough, and it was her choice what to cook. So I said my wife would go back to bringing her own food. To my surprise, my mom was insulted all over again. She insisted it was dramatic and unnecessary, saying it made her look like a bad host. I assured her it wasn't about her, but rather about keeping my wife safe. Things didn't improve. At the next dinner, my sister made a loud comment about how my wife could be a little less picky for 1 meal. The whole table went quiet. My wife looked down, visibly embarrassed, and I had to explain again that her allergies were life-threatening. My mom jumped in to downplay my sister's comment, but the damage was done. The ride home was tense, and my wife's mood was somber. The following family dinner was worse. My mom prepared a meal that was completely unsafe for my wife. When I gently pointed it out, she sighed and said, "Well, she can just eat a little less tonight." I was stunned. It felt like my family was dismissing my wife's needs, treating her health as an inconvenience. After that night, I made a decision. I told my mom that my wife and I would stop attending dinners if they couldn't respect her dietary needs. Immediately, my family reacted with anger. I received texts from my siblings and my dad, accusing me of punishing my mom and being overdramatic. They claimed that family is about compromise, but to them, compromise seemed to mean ignoring my wife's health for the sake of convenience. Their messages stung. They even suggested my wife's allergies might not be as serious as we made them out to be. They wanted us there, but only if we complied with their terms. It hurt to realize they saw my wife's well-being as a secondary issue, something to work around rather than respect. In the end, I knew I couldn't force them to see things from our perspective. And I wasn't willing to risk my wife's health just to make everyone else comfortable. I hope that one day they'll understand. But for now, my priority has to be protecting my wife. Families should support each other, not dismiss serious health needs over a meal. And if that means skipping a few dinners, so be it.